The Allahabad High Court will hear a PRL in regard with the Gorakhpur tragedy in which at least 30 children died in 48 hours and over 70 children died in the hospital in Gorakhpur. Where the PRL asserts that the state government and its agencies have been trying to defend the entire incident by negating the facts about the deaths which took place due to a failure of oxygen supply. A senior American analyst has lauded Prime Minister Narendra Modi's pace of economic reforms in India, saying that his government has made 37 sectoral reforms in just over 3 years. Now, the analyst also mentioned that Prime Minister Modi's government's openness to foreign investment, domestic reforms and other external factors have resulted in a foreign investment boom in India. A global human rights group has said that India should abide by its international legal obligations and should not forcibly return the ethnic Rohingya refugees in Myanmar. The institution cited Kiran Rijiju's statement to Parliament that the government has issued a detailed instruction for deportation of illegal foreign nationals, including Rohingyas, from the country. The members of a Catholic group in India's capital held a campaign march for Christian unity as a protest against denial to a woman because of her denomination. The woman was denied burial in her village, which is a predominantly American Baptist village, Christian village, for embracing the Catholic communion. Now, extreme weather events are costing India around 10 billion rupees every year. Now, climate change is projected to impact farm productivity till the end of the century. Agricultural Ministry has said the productivity decrease of major crops will be marginal in the next few years. Australian High Commissioner to India, Harinder Sindhu, has said that the relationship between the two countries is currently at its very best phase. Sindhu said that the Australia-India relationship is stronger than it has been ever before in the past. Well, to some international news now. The Eiffel Tower switched off its lights on Thursday to honor the victims of the van attack on Barcelona's most popular street, which has left 13 people dead and at least over 100 others injured. The attack has been claimed by the Islamic State group. Filmmaker Michael Moore has traded the picket line for a stage as he makes his Broadway debut in a show called The Terms of My Surrender. The show aims to criticize Donald Trump's presidency and touches upon other recent governmental issues in the United States. A pop-up bar based on US President Donald Trump's residence, Trump Towers, known as Twumps, opened in London on Thursday. Now, the inspiration behind the idea was to raise funds for charities affected by Trump. The Lebanese army has advanced on positions they said used to belong to the Islamic State on Thursday, is what has been suggested. The reports have also indicated that the Lebanese army is expected to carry out an assault on the Islamic State pockets in the northeastern border with Syria. The mayor of Wisconsin City has ordered for the removal of a cemetery's monuments to Confederate soldiers. He said that the Civil War was a defense of the deplorable practice of slavery and an act of insurrection and treason. One of the monuments was taken down on Wednesday. Apple is donating a whopping sum of $2 million to two human rights groups. This is as a part of CEO Tim Cook's pledge to help lead the fight against hate that fueled violence in Virginia. Now, Cook has told Apple employees that he strongly disagrees with President Donald Trump's attempts to draw comparisons between the actions of the white nationalists and the protesters who were opposing them. Google has expanded its YouTube TV streaming service into 14 new US markets to reach half of American households. Though an additional 17 markets are going to launch in the next few weeks, and YouTube is broadcasting access to live TV streaming as younger viewers increasingly watch shows online. A team of researchers is partnered with NASA to take part in the Space Grant ballooning project to send more than 50 high-altitude balloons to capture the total solar eclipse that will take place over US skies on the 21st of August. But for the first time ever, the event will be streamed online. The Russian cosmonauts deplotted several nano-satellites into space on Thursday, including one that NASA said was the first ever 3D printed satellite which has been sent into space. The 5 nano-satellites varied in shape and size and were deployed as part of a 6-hour-long Russian spacewalk. Well, to some entertainment news now, and British actor and comedian John Cleese has received the Honorary Lifetime Achievement Award at the 23rd Sarajevo Film Festival in Bosnia and Herzegovina for his extraordinary contribution to the cinematic arts. Indian actress Priyanka Chopra got trolled by Instagram users for allegedly disrespecting the national flag. The Bollywood superstar was called out for her choice of wearing a white t-shirt with a scarf in the colours of the Indian tricolour. The Indian actress Tabu reported to play herself in the upcoming biopic on Sanjay Dutt, which stars Ranbir Kapoor as Sanjay Dutt in the film. The Tabu will help recreate an awards ceremony held in 2004 where she presented the Best Actor Award to Sanjay Dutt. Well, to some sports news now, and Chelsea striker Diego Costa has reiterated that he will not report for training with Premier League champions as he tries to push for a departure back to Atletico Madrid. The Diego Costa, who was frozen out by Chelsea's manager Antonio Conte at the end of last season, says that he does not want to return to train with the reserves. Well, to some tennis news now, and former world number 1 Victoria Azarenka could miss the US Open due to an ongoing legal battle over the custody of her son. The two-time Grand Slam champion, who returned to action in June, is unwilling to be separated from her son Leo as she and her former partner are working to resolve some legal processes. The Barcelona have unveiled their new summer signing, Paulinho from Guangzhou Evergrande, for €40 million. The Catalan giants are looking to add to their squad after the departure of Neymar for a world record fee of €222 million. The Barcelona are also believed to be on the verge of signing Liverpool playmaker Felipe Coutinho.